Most likely. Okay, Bomber here is going to take out the tower. Evo Bomber is so good, man. So good. I still think it's one of the best Evos in the game. He messed up the kite as well. Can we prediction arrows, bats? Okay, we do. And that's going to be the other tower down. This deck is crazy sometimes. What's up, you guys? It's Durkee here, and today I'm going to be playing with the Pekka in honor of the Evolved Battle Ram coming next season. Here's the deck. I'm going to place it in the bottom right of my overlay. For those of you that don't know, in case you live under a rock, the Evolved Battle Ram is coming next season, and it looks absolutely broken. So because of that, I'm going to be playing Pekka here because I expect this deck to be completely busted next season. The only difference is I'm playing with Evo Bomber instead of Evo Battle Ram because it hasn't been released yet. Okay, I'm just going to arrows onto everything here. So yeah, if you enjoy Pekka, you know, you're a Pekka user, I respect that. Next season is your time to shine because I think this deck is going to be really good. Okay, he just cycles a zap. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Looks like he's running a similar variation to us. Yeah, I was going to say he's running Pekka. So in general, when you run Pekka, you don't really want to play your Pekka first. You kind of want to like Pekka on the other person's Pekka. So we're going to go like this. Pekka's going to help clean up this Battle Ram. And then obviously it's going to help clean up the Pekka. Okay, so yeah, that Pekka timing was kind of unfortunate, but we're still going to come out okay. His Pekka got a swing before ours did. So not like a perfect defense there. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so he spent a lot of elixir there. We're going to go ahead and spam the bridge. He's pretty low on elixir himself. We have the Guardian tanking for the Pekka. And that's all gone. And I think he was a little too aggressive there, to be completely honest. I'm going to zap so that way it targets onto the Ghost. That zap was huge because now that's tower down. Otherwise, it would have targeted the Pekka. We're going to Mother Witch here. I don't know if we're going to be able to negate all of this damage. Yeah, that's probably going to be tower down. That's okay, though. So well played to my opponent, honestly, to realize that I didn't have a lot of elixir and go in there. So yeah, I think this deck's going to be really good next season, as well as like any bridge spam deck that runs the Battle Ram's going to be pretty good. So feel free to give those decks a try. What do you guys think about the new evolution? Are people like overreacting? Do you think it's valid that people are saying that it's going to be busted? Okay, I'm going to be a little aggressive here. I hope I don't regret it. I'm going to go for this Evo Bomber at the bridge. I just want him to have to play something on it. Okay, yeah, he uses his arrows. That's perfect. We're going to go like this. He goes for the Evo Zap. Okay. It's valid, I suppose. I'm actually going to block his Pekka with the Battle Ram, and then I can arrows like this. So that way our Pekka survives this interaction. That's exactly what we wanted. And then we're going to Little Prince and try to immediately pop the ability. Didn't quite... Oh, yes it did. It blocks the Pekka. That's perfect. And then we're going to zap. Okay, I mistimed that. My fault. We're just going to let it go. I was trying to get the Mother Witch off the board. Okay, we're going to chill here. And we're up a little bit of elixir, so I'm going to try and build up a little baby push. Okay. Good block there on that. A lot of really good arrows value as well as an Evo Zap here. Just to clean everything up. And then we can just go ahead and reset. I'm going to go for Little Prince here and then pop the ability to push back the Battle Ram. Even with that Zap, he's not going to be able to break through. Now's a good time for us to go in. And then I think I'm going to play an Evo Bomber as well here. I don't get the lineup. Oh, actually I do. It forces out arrows, and you can see we're getting a lot of chips, so that's perfect. I'm going to Pekka like this, and Mother Witch down low, and then a well-timed Zap here is ideal. Oh, he had the same idea. Really, really well played, actually. But we're fine. Come on, come on! Okay. So I think this is a true mirror match. He has the Evo Zap and he has the Evo Bomber, so no one individual has the edge in this matchup, but like I said, it's kind of like about protecting your Pekka. You don't want your Pekka to be going down too early. Goes for the arrows there, no surprise. I'm just going to Zap here so my Pekka gets the edge a little bit and then go for an Evo Bomber. I'm going to arrows onto his Evo Bomber and the Mother Witch. He does the same thing. We get a Battle Ram connection. That's huge. That's game-winning damage right there. I'm going to Evo Zap here, and then I'm going to go for the Little Prince ability. Evo Zap's going to bail us out a lot. We're going to have two Mother Witches down. Those arrows aren't going to do anything. Little Prince charged up. We're going to go with a Royal Ghost of our own, as well as a Bomber, and then we're going to pre-arrows onto everything, and I don't think he can stop this. So that's a good game. Hairy situation, but I think we were We were good with how we played defensively and reacted. So GG's to this guy. We'll catch you in the next one. We'll enter our next match here against Seabacks. And I think there's a reason that like Pekka wasn't very popular in the meta. It's because it's a really hard deck to play. Like truly when you play this deck, you're kind of just trying to survive till single elixir a lot of the, or through single elixir a lot of the time. So if you feel kind of awkward playing this Pekka deck, just know that you're not alone. It's not always super intuitive like the plays that you're supposed to do. So I'm gonna go like this because he played the bats, and that's very, very threatening. Okay, he just spent a lot of elixir there. Looks like it's gonna be E-Giant, so not a horrible matchup, but not necessarily the easiest matchup. Okay, I'm gonna go for a Royal Ghost high here, just to splash on everything. Okay, we're gonna Mother Witch like way in the back and zap just to make sure that we don't take too much damage here. Cool. So we're gonna have a nice counter push. Okay, so it actually obviously is not E-Giant. I thought it was E-Giant. He goes for the graveyard immediately. I'm just gonna arrows here because he's gonna have to spend on the right side and he has to spend on the left, and I genuinely think he just lost the game because he went in for that push. So that game was kind of handed us, to be completely honest. He just got too aggressive. Graveyard's also one of those decks where like you don't want to necessarily be going in single elixir. One, unless you know what your opponent's running, and two, unless you have a massive elixir advantage. So this person just kind of threw away the game, but a win's a win. We'll take it. There's a minute 38 left, but this game's over, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the end when we get the dub. So I'll see you there. Nice. So good game to this guy. We do end up getting the dub, like I said. So we'll go ahead and catch y'all in the next one. Okay, into our next game here. And I'm curious what you all think of the Battle Ram evolution. I try not to overreact when I see trailer teaser gameplay because it's so easy to be like, oh my gosh, like this card's gonna be so broken. But it genuinely feels like the Battle Ram looks really good. Right away, the Mother Witch is gonna get a ton of value here. Yeah, he blocks because he knows. So that's really good for us. I'm just gonna go for a Royal Ghost here, and if he pops the ability, I can go for a zap or something on it. He does, so I'm gonna zap here. Pretty aggressive. Probably should have played something on that, to be honest. I was like, I don't think it'll get that much damage, but it did get a lot of damage. Okay, I'm gonna try and do like a little Prince Battle Ram push, and he does go in for a pump while he is down elixir, so hopefully we can punish him for that. That's kind of the idea. Okay, hopefully Bomber here, and then arrows. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we want to try and make him pay as much as we can. It's a lot of damage. Okay, he goes for the rage to finish that off. I'm gonna zap. Not my best zap. I missed like 2 of the bats, but we gotta keep the pressure up because, well, we don't have a great way of punishing the pump other than trying to trade the tower. So it looks like he's not gonna be able to defend this almost at all. Nice, okay. So we do get the tower down. That's really, really important, but he still kind of has an elixir advantage. So I'm gonna go like this with the Mother Witch. Nice, good Mother Witch. Good Mother Witch here. And I'm just gonna go for the Evo Zap because it's gonna help out with the bats. Oh, never mind, the bats got chased away. Okay. Mother Witch, a really, really, really good card in this matchup. Okay, so we took their tower, but defending in double elixir is actually pretty difficult. So I want to pressure immediately so he can't just build up a massive push in a single lane. And depending on what he plays, I could go for an Evo Berry, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Zap. Good zap. Huge zap. Kept my Evo Berry alive. He goes for an Evo Zap of his own. And this is the scary push. So I need to go like this and then pop the ability. Come on, come on, come on. And zap, please. No, come on, no. Yeah, unfortunate. But we do have a lot of damage onto that other lane, so we're going to pressure here. We have our Evo Bomber ready to line up. And it does. He plays the Night Witch. Pretty bad Night Witch, to be completely honest. Little Prince onto the King Tower. We're going to Mother Witch here. And I don't foresee him. I mean, he definitely could take my tower, actually. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to pressure here as well. And that's going to be a good game against Elixir Golem. It's not as good of a matchup as you would think because like, you don't have a building, so you need to work around the Evo Skeletons very carefully. So I think we played it well. GG's to this guy. We'll catch you in the next one. Into the next match against Victor. And in addition to the new Evo Battle Ram, there's also going to be the new Tower Troop, the Dagger Duchess. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm less worried about that one than I am the Evo Battle Ram. But only time will tell which one of those is going to be busted. I misplaced my ghost there. That's my fault. Oh, no, I didn't. We're good. I was worried that it wouldn't, that the Dark Prince wouldn't cross the bridge, but we're fine. So Dark Prince, Ice Spirit. Not entirely sure what this could be. I'm just going to cycle. Like I said, most of the time when you're playing Pekka, you just have to survive a single elixir. I'm going to immediately Pekka. I don't want the Prince to get a charge. That was the main reason I played it like that. I don't expect anything from this Pekka push, unless I get a really well-timed zap or if he gives me zap value or something like that. Yeah, he kites with a Giant. That makes sense. That's a very, very good play. I'm actually going to go for a defensive Battle Ram here because it'll help out with the Pekka and it'll help out with the Dark Prince. Good Ice Spirit, actually. That Ice Spirit was really, really well played. So we're going to eat some damage here. It is what it is. I think it's Giant Graveyard, just by the looks of it. So Mother Witch will kind of be our key here. It depends if they have a spell for the Mother Witch or not. Like, usually they only run Arrow Snowball, so if you do play Mother's Witch, they have to spend an Arrow Snowball on it a lot of the time, which is really, really good. I have a really awkward hand for this, unfortunately. Oh, we mistimed the Prince charge. Ah! Okay, we're going to have arrows ready for archers. He'll probably go for a Giant Kite. Oh, no, he doesn't. He just goes for the Bomb Tower. That's fine with me. I'm just going to go for a reset. Unfortunately, he gets a massive positive elixir trade. That's okay. He still has to spend. Can we prediction arrows the archers? Oh, well, okay, never mind. Okay, that was a mistake by him, obviously. So, good for us. I thought he was going to play archers on it. Okay, he goes for Evo Archers now. Okay, this should defend, I think, by zap. Okay, cool. A little bit of pressure here. Nice, we force out the Bomb Tower. That means we can go for a Battle Ram. Because you won't have the Bomb Tower in cycle to defend it. Royal Ghost here. Pekka. Maybe a little surprise factor here. Arrows onto everything, and then we're going to go Evo Bomber for whatever he plays onto the Pekka. Nice, that's just going to get eviscerated. Sacrificial Giant. Well played, well played, well played. It's still threatening though, eh? And this is why it's called Pekka Bridge Spam, bro. Sometimes you just gotta spam and hope for the best. I'm gonna go like this. He goes for the zap, so we're just gonna go in. Nice, okay, reset here. I think it's time to just like take a breath from spamming and let it breathe. He still has to defend, so that's perfect. We're gonna go for the Royal Ghost here. We're gonna have one little piggy. We have our Evo Zap here, which is gonna be huge against this Prince. It's gonna negate a lot of the DPS that the Prince usually does. Okay. And we really just want to clog up this lane. Like, I feel like if I was him, I would want to be going opposite lane in this situation. And not into a Pekka, because the Mother Witch gets a lot of value. The Pekka gets a lot of value against the Giant. So, well-managed game. We almost threw it away, but easy peasy. Just spam the bridge. GG's to Victor. We'll catch you in the next one. Up here against Danny. And I mean, the deck is called Pekka Bridge Spam, so in certain matchups, you truly, like, if you get them, like, behind an elixir, like, if they're in a bad cycle or something, you really should just, like, kind of start spamming. And it can be really hard for them to defend if they don't have the proper cycle, so there's a reason it's called that. Okay, recruits are really, really bad against Pekka in general. So, unfortunate. We spend an even amount of elixir, and we barely defend, so that's unfortunate. I'm just going to cycle a zap. This could be Recruit's Balloon. It could be Recruit's Hog. There are a lot of things. Okay, it goes like that. I could get King Tower activated here. I think I'm going to do it with my berry placed like this. It'll activate the King Tower. Perfect. Okay. Maybe Eagle him. I don't know. Because we have the surviving berry, I'm going to go like this. And then I think I'm going to pop the ability. Good timed ability on the other side. Look at that berry completely helping out with those recruits. Well, not completely, but partially helping out with the recruits. And with just our luck, it is Elixir Golem. Nice. Awesome Mother Witch there. Gonna help out with all of this. I'm gonna zap just to help DPS this down and then cycle to our evolution. We're gonna have some nice counter push here, and we're gonna get in a surge of Elixir. So Battle Ram in front, and then we're gonna arrows this. Hopefully he won't be ready for it. Yeah, he's not. That's a connection. And most likely tower down. So really good defense. We didn't panic. We're going to take their tower. That's what Pekka Bridge Bam does so well. Is like you have such a nasty counter push a lot of the times. Cool. This game's far from over, though. You can definitely make a comeback with the deck that he's running. Absolutely. I'm just going to Little Prince in the back because I'm up with a teeny bit of elixir.
Future King over here.
But I don't really want to play a Pekka because recruits get a ton of value. I think I'm actually just going to cycle. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go like this. And then we're going to get the Evo Bomber down. And this is just going to shred this push. Yep. Yep, he had the arrows on it, which is fine with me. He forced out arrows with the 2 elixir cards, so that's huge. I am going to Pekka here. And then I'm going to get a Royal Ghost down. And Evo Zap is going to be our best friend on this push. I'm telling you that right now. We're going to Evo Zap like this. Very down low. Little Prince. Little Prince ability. No, arrows on this archer. It's getting too much value. And even if he takes that tower, we're going to have a nice counter push here. We're going to go like this. And I don't know how he defends this because my man just spent all of his elixir on that push. So pretty well defended. Like I said, it's very easy to mess up defense against like elixir golem spam, but we prevailed, thankfully. So GG's to this guy. We'll catch y'all in the next one. All right, into our next match here. So I believe next season that the Evo Battle Ram is going to be in the Battle Pass, and the Tower Troop is going to be free. So that's kind of nice that they're giving the Tower Troop for 3. Mother Witch here will spawn 3 piggies. Perfect. We're little oinkas. Okay. He spent a lot there, but I am scared of this push. It's very threatening. I could go in an opposite lane, but it would just be greedy. So I'm just gonna chill here. Let the Little Prince do his thing. I wish I had my Mother Witch for the graveyard, but I do not. Zap just to negate some of the damage. And I think those arrows were a teeny bit of an overcommit. We'll see, though. We'll see. We have arrows ready for, like, a Skarmy. Nah, he just goes for his own Little Prince. I don't think he can get the ability off. Yeah, he goes for his Zap instead. But that's still going to do a ton of damage. Oh, I wish the Little Prince would have survived. Most likely would have been tower down if the Little Prince survived. He played those bats on low elixir, so we're going to go in for the Mother Witch. I think bats are one of the best things to play the Mother Witch on because they spawn after the DPS is done 4 piggies. And he played those bats at, like, no elixir or minimal elixir. So he doesn't really have enough to defend. Just to rub it in, we're going to go like this and take the tower. And that's tower down. Easy peasy. Oh. Never mind. We don't talk about that. We don't have to talk about it. If Evo Zap ready for whatever he plays. Definitely don't want to use Evo Zap on that, though. Bowler is one of the best answers to Battle Ram, so I'm going to go like this, but I'm not going to spend anything on this push because I don't want to find myself in a tower trade situation. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go.
Protect the air.
Pekka high here. And I need my Evo Zap for whatever he plays on the Pekka, most likely. Yeah, he goes for the kite. That's a really, really good play. We have Evo Zap here. Perfect. Perfect. That's huge. Battle Ram here just to support the counter push, and that is very, very aggressive. I think that's going to be a good game, most likely. Most likely. Okay, Bomber here is going to take out the tower. Evo Bomber is so good, man. So good. I still think it's one of the best Evos in the game. He messed up the kite as well. Can we prediction arrows, bats? Okay, we do. And that's going to be the other tower down. This deck is crazy sometimes. Okay, and we have Mother Witch for the graveyard. And he can't quite kill the Mother Witch because, he has to arrow Zap on it, but it doesn't even matter. It still cleans up the graveyard. If you hate losing a giant graveyard, you should probably play this deck. Okay. Good game to my opponent, even though he's a giant graveyard player. And we'll take the dub and catch you in the next one. All right, up here against CDG Daniel. There was also a range buff to Pekka this season. I'm sure you all probably heard about that, so it's a really good time to be a Pekka player. I actually haven't seen as much of it on top ladder as I thought I would have, but it's more common than it was. It used to be like completely non-existent on top ladder. Okay, we're just gonna scope split lane pressure here because Bowler is one of the best answers to the Battle Ram. Yeah, interesting. He just lets it go. He's going to go for a tower trade here. You need to be ready for that. 100%. A well-timed Little Prince ability will do really good against the graveyard. Okay. Nice. Okay. Pretty decently defended. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as soon as he ignored the Battle Ram, I'm like, he's going to go in. But well-placed Pekka. Well-placed Little Prince, I would say. We protected it with the Knight, and we pretty much took their entire tower, so GG's. I'm going to cycle my Berry because it threatens the tower, and then it helps me cycle to my Evo.
And bashful.
Then I'm going to Mother Witch, or sorry, Royal Ghost in the back towards that Little Prince. If he ignores that Berry, it's going to take his tower, so that would be fine with me if that is the case. I'm going to Mother Witch here, hopefully on the bat. It's not on the bat. Oops. Okay, we're still fine.
Excuse me, don't you know who I am?
Defensive Battle Ram's actually not a bad option. Huge. Perfect. Yeah, that's a really good use case. You can use the Battle Ram, especially next season, the Evolved Battle Ram. You can definitely use that thing on defense since it pushes all of those troops out of the way. I could go for a Berry lineup here. Not sure if it's too greedy, but the bowler's sight range is so bad, like it's so far away, so this would get like a ton of damage. And I can zap like this. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be honest. That's okay though. I want to save my Mother Witch. Nah, he's going to arrows it. Oh! Yeah, okay. Oh. I was trying to save my Mother Witch because usually when you go up against Giant Graveyard, if they arrow zap on it, or if they just arrows and skeletons get a chip, it'll take out your Mother Witch. Okay, he can't defend that Battle Ram. He's going to let it go and hope that he can tower trade. So you kind of want to protect your Mother Witch. I'm going to Mother Witch in the back, so if he goes in for a Graveyard, it's not a great play. Evo Berry as well. That Giant's also getting chipped away. Zap to protect our Mother Witch. Even with the Evo Zap, I think we're okay. Yep, perfect. Yep. Another Giant Graveyard player, man. Are you guys sick of Giant Graveyard players yet? I know I am. Yep. And he just fed me even more Mother Witch if he goes in for the Graveyard. And that is 2 games in a row against Giant Graveyard, man. It's kind of like a no-skill deck, so it feels good to just like get a win against Giant Graveyard. GG's to this guy. We'll catch you in the next game. To likely our last game of the video. We'll see. We've been getting a lot of dubs. Hopefully we don't play Giant Graveyard for like the 3rd time. Nobody likes that. Also, sorry about the layout. I was having trouble recording on my iPad, so I'm recording on my phone, which is why it's a little more slim. So you can't see the elixir count in this game, unfortunately. But soon I'll be back to be able to use my iPad. So it's just a little more narrow than it is, so I appreciate you guys. You can let me know in the comments, like, oh, I can't see the layout or whatever, and I'll just be like, I know. Okay, this is really aggressive, but I think it's low-key worth. Low-key? No, maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, fine, it was too aggressive. I was hoping that the Mother Witch would get onto the bats, and I was like, oh my god, it'll spawn a bunch of piggies. But like I said, this is a defensive deck, so I should have known that. That was my fault. I think we can bring it back, though. Pekka is a really good... In general, I think it's a pretty good matchup against Goblin Giant, so... We're going to let the Little Prince go. I truly think we can bring it back. He has the Evo Zap as well, so we need to keep that in mind. Wish we had our Evo Battle Ram to just steamroll through everything, but... Next season. Okay, he did that, so I'm going to go in here because I don't have a great way to punish Pump with this deck. So this is how we're going to try and do it. Yep. Seems like a decent punish to me. Tower down. And threatening a 3-crown. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to defend his push, but his push is going in the lane of the tower he was probably going to take anyway. So... Okay, those bats are going to go in front. But like I said, I still don't think we can defend this necessarily, so I think I'm just going to let it go. In a 2-tower situation, we're in a really good spot, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Okay, interesting. Just goes for the Skelly King. And he pumps up. Okay. It's also interesting to me. We're going to go like this. We're going to get ready with our Evo Bomber. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, that felt like that was kind of aggressive, but... Okay. You don't take the tower, though. That's the problem, is he might have an elixir advantage here. Pekka here is huge. Kind of panicked on those arrows. Those weren't good arrows, I'm going to be honest with y'all. You're going to keep it a buck. Those arrows were not hit necessarily. But Evo Zap here is going to be huge for the program. Bad timing on his zap, to be honest. Yep, that's going to connect. Huge connection. And that's going to be a good game. So good game. We didn't... Oh, no, I don't know how much my spell damage does at this level. No. 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 Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We don't have to talk about it. We didn't panic. We're good. See you in the next one. Okay, one more bonus game. We're having fun with it. You know, just got to play one more. Not often I get to use Pekka. Mother Witch here. I misplaced it, so it's not going to counter both of them. So, she tried, though. She tried her best. One wall breaker connection won't kill us. But minor wall breakers can be a very challenging matchup. Hopefully he has, like, bats or something. Actually, I don't even know he has minor. I just kind of assumed that he had minor. Okay, we're going to go for a defensive battle ram once more. We're going to get a well-timed zap here onto the bats. If you're really good, you can hit the minor and you can hit the bats, but I was like, I just didn't want to miss the bats. So we're going to take our fair share of damage, and that's okay. That sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, he even pops the ability. Bomber here should full counter this. We're going to go in here. Have our arrows ready for bats. Or something. Nah, he goes for the prince. Still doesn't stop it. Yeah, I feel like he was like low-key a little too aggressive with his last push. Okay, we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna pop the ability to save ourselves. Beautiful. That was huge. That was huge for the program, and now we're in the lead. That's the thing with Pekka, is like you can't lose your mind when you take damage. Like, you're gonna take damage. You can't always fully defend. It's about like compromising by making up with a bigger push that, you know, gives more damage. Okay, we're going to be ready for wall breakers here. I could just cycle a zap, but I think I'm going to cycle Mother Witch into this lane. He might go minor bats in the other lane, but we have zap. Or he might go wall breakers. Okay, he just goes for his little prince. It's fine with me. Okay. I'm going to pressure with a ghost at the bridge. Hopefully force out something good. That was well played. I ain't even going to lie. Pekka like this, though. Huge. Perfect. I am not going to lie, I clearly don't know that interaction, but I was not risking it. I'm like, I'm going to zap, I'm going to spend everything, and I think split lane's a good option here. It's going to be really threatening. If he goes for bats, we can arrows. He goes for the prince. Okay, we're going to predict the bats here. Yep, beautiful. How did we know? How did we know? How did we know? That was all that he really had in hand for that, so that's going to cost him the tower. Look at all those little piggies. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Little Prince is a really good response for the Mega Knight. This. And then also we're just going to cycle to our Pekka to help out with this. Please! Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, it doesn't matter. We took his other tower. I think we're still going to live, too. Yeah. Okay, I was a little stressed, but we're good. So that's a good game there against Mega Knight. Not as easy as it looks, I promise. We'll go ahead and catch y'all in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. Friendly reminder, I was playing this deck because Evo Battle Ram is coming out in a few days, and I think this deck is going to be unstoppable. You take out the Evo Bomber, you put in the Evo Battle Ram, and this deck's going to be a lot of fun. So good luck to everyone next season. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you in another video real soon. Peace.